What's up, everybody? My name is Matt, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. And today's video, we're going to be talking about exactly what Shiba Inu has been up to. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to know where the current price trajectory is going, where I see it, and all that good stuff. So make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily SHIB vids if you guys are new. Let's get right into it. So on the whole, guys, the market here on the day and just in general has been really mediocre recently. You guys can see that on the week, there are a lot of coins that are down a little bit and sort of neutral, but nothing is particularly roaring except for maybe a couple here. A few sort of one-offs here are doing very well, but for the most part, nothing is doing particularly hot. And of course, Shiba Inu is unfortunately a contender in that category. So we are up here around 3% on the day at around 34. Market cap here a little below $19 billion, which is still amazing. Believe me, this is still so much better than what a lot of people thought, but definitely, not a bad market cap at all. And volume over the past 24 hours up a little bit, but nothing major. And when we look at the historical data, you guys can see that the volume here has not really been particularly hot over the past few days. And this is, again, not always a bad thing, having lower volume. It does mean there's a lot less volatility. And funny enough, you could look at this Shiba Inu data and say, oh my goodness, this is so lackluster, yada yada. But really, when we take a look over the past 7 days, there are a lot of coins that are suffering very badly, which you guys can see here. Definitely, not the worst contender here. I mean, Chainlink, ICP, so many great coins are having a very rough time here. So Shiba Inu is definitely not the worst contender at all over the past week here. So when we take a look at our graph, there is, a lot to unpack here. But before we do, make sure to check out Webull, guys. Link down below in the description. If you guys like to get started trading stocks, cryptocurrency, all that good stuff. And of course, Shiba Inu is available over there. If you guys use my link down below in the description, you guys get some free stuff. So definitely go ahead and check it out, and I get some free stuff as well. So if you guys want to support the channel, I always do appreciate it. So let's try to unpack this graph here as best we can, because there's a lot to look at here, but most notably really the fact that this movement from around the 5th, the 6th up until now has been really a bit of a problem. So we have two rounded tops here, two rounding of the tops here, which is typically not a good thing to see. Typically this will lead to a bearish move, and then we head up to around 35, head down to around 32. So maybe this is the inverted cup and handle here. So something like this is kind of a common move after seeing a rounded top. So definitely from the 6th up until the 11th does appear to be sort of what has happened. Then afterwards, it looks as if we tried to break out. We tried to get some kind of a run after consolidating for around 24 hours. We tried to get some kind of a run here up to around 37. And unfortunately, same thing happens. We head further down. So it looks as if in these situations, we keep running into the same problem. And that is, of course, the problem of the ascending, the rising wedge here. So when you have an instance like this with higher highs and higher lows, it's bound to be a time in which we see a break downwards. So again, this move does not look particularly hot over the past few days here. Again, most notably because this is an ascending wedge, and almost all the time when you see an ascending wedge like that, it means that we're headed on the way down. But unfortunately, this is not easily reversible or easily something that you can predict, because we are reliant on the rest of the market. So this is actually kind of a good thing here, in the sense that the reason why SHIB is down, and I've been talking about this a lot recently, the reason why Shiba Inu is down is not because of anything that SHIB has done. This is a result of the entire market. So I know a lot of spam bots in the comments here would love to go, oh, SHIB worth zero, rug, whatever. People would love to do that in the comments. I'm sure they will. But what it really boils down to is the fact that everything is having a little bit of a hard time this week. So when Bitcoin and Ethereum don't have much of a movement, Shiba Inu is bound to, unfortunately, suffer the consequences sometimes after seeing such a bearish move. I mean, there are so many coins, Cardano, XRP, that are just major players that are performing extremely poorly. So it definitely doesn't make Shiba Inu look all that bad when you have Polygon Matic down 16%, Uniswap down 16%, Algorand, Chainlink, tons of other projects out there that are down 8%. a ton on the week. So it definitely is not all that tragic for SHIB, considering it's doing a little bit hotter than a lot of other tokens out there. So when we look at our graph here, something that we have to consider is the fact that all of this movement from, early December up until now is a result of the entire crypto market and not an inherent problem with SHIB. They didn't launch their AAA game and it flopped, or Shiba Inu didn't, have some issue, some problem with their social media or their Discord or anything like that. None of that has been in play here. So that's definitely worth keeping in mind. And again, when we look at the big picture here, folks, it still does look like a falling wedge, which is a classic sign of the move for some kind of bearish breakout. So again, it's hard to tell, or some kind of bullish breakout. So it's hard to tell when that may happen. It may continue to trade like this for a while, but we are bound to see some kind of bullish move, considering this is really one gigantic falling wedge here. So that potential is definitely out there. Now, when we check the relative strength index here on the day, you guys can see there is a lot to look at here on the RSI, but essentially what we are seeing now, when we zoom in here and get a little bit closer with everything, you guys can see the relative strength index is showing that around 31, 32-ish is considered to be, the acceptable low for current market conditions, and right around equilibrium is somewhere right around where we are now. So 33-ish is considered to be, the norm for the day. So if we headed up to, on the relative strength index, the peak, the 70 mark, that would probably bring us from 33, maybe with a few candles, maybe up to like 34, 35. So we could definitely do that without seeing too many issues or any pullback. If we are to break out of this and head all the way far above the overbought territory, that would probably take Shiba Inu up till around maybe 36 or 37, which would probably result in some level of pullback, considering that probably would not be sustained by the current level of market volume that we are experiencing right now. When we check the Fibonacci retracement, of course, you guys know I'd love to do that. It's going to outline the top and the bottom of the most recent runs. So we have the top here of around 35.5, and then the bottom here right around 33. And basically what this is showing is that we were able to use the 23.6% line, which you guys can see right here. We were able to use that line to work our way up. So that is very, very cool. Again, we were able to bounce off the 33.5 line, which is awesome. So we were able to use that to work our way up, and now hopefully we could use the 38.2% line to work our way up as well, and maybe use that as a sort of launch pad to break up higher here into the 30s. So, Fibonacci retracement is not giving us a ton of info, except for the fact that this 23.6% line did look to be successful in getting us back to where we need to be. So with that being said, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed the video. Definitely know down below in the comments, of course, what you guys think about everything I said today. Where do you see Shiba Inu in a week from now? Is, again, I really don't see things being as bad as everybody's saying, considering the entire crypto market is just sort of stalling right now. It's hard to say whether or not we're in a full bear market per se. I personally don't think so. That may happen, I'm sure, but I don't think that time is right now. So that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe for more daily SHIB vids. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.